The animal kingdom appears to have discovered the keys to all the wacky powers we wish humans possessed, from shape-shifting to being immortal. Welcome to Give a Fact, and you are watching the top impossible things that only animals can do. If you like this kind of video, be sure to subscribe for more great content, or tell us what you want to learn more about in the comment section below. 1. See different colors. We are not capable of understanding the huge array of other colors that exist. If you don't believe us, try thinking of a new color, a color that doesn't exist. Impossible, right? Interestingly, birds can perceive colors that can't be perceived by humans, thanks to the extra color cones in the retina which are sensitive to the ultraviolet range. Interestingly, this discovery was actually made by accident in the early 1970s by a researcher studying the ability of pigeons to discriminate colors. This information allows for a far more thorough re-examination of birds' behavior, including mate choice. To humans, each bird's male and female counterparts appear to be nearly identical, with possibly a small change to indicate gender. A male robin, for instance, has a deeper color than a female. However, each bird can appear extremely different to the birds because of their UV vision. This would imply that birds are actually pickier in choosing their mates, and that they would approach mating with more awareness than was previously believed. 2. Run on water. Although we could think that Jesus alone demonstrated the capacity to walk on water in the Bible, the Jesus Christ lizard, also known as the common basilisk lizard, has the unusual ability to run through water. Physics is truly to blame for how the basilisk manages to pull off this amazing stunt. A typical adult basilisk weighs about 200 grams. The lizard moves across the water with its hind legs, typically covering a maximum of 5 meters before starting to sink. A graduate student at Harvard University examined the lizard's precise technique and found that its stride can be broken down into 3 steps. The lizard slaps his foot against the water by moving it vertically downwards, then strokes the water by moving his foot backwards, and finally brings his foot back out of the water and returns to the starting position. 3. Be immortal. Scientists have been working to discover the key to immortality for many years. In fact, according to scientist Aubrey de Grey, it might be feasible within the next 25 years. However, many other reputable scientists doubt this. However, immortality is simply a fact of life for Turritopsis nutricula jellyfish. What does it have that we don't? The Turritopsis nutricula, also known as the immortal jellyfish, matures to a length of 4.5 millimeters, reproduces, and then reverts to its infancy. Instead of passing away, the jellyfish shrinks its body, retracts its tentacles, and allows itself to sink to the ocean floor, returning to its original shape. When this occurs, the jellyfish can restart its life cycle without dying. This cycle can be repeated indefinitely, according to scientists. Therefore, this amazing creature can live forever, if it can escape being bitten by sea predators and avoid contracting fatal diseases. 4. Regenerate. When our organs malfunction or we lose a limb, we humans turn to the amazing realm of medical research with optimism. What if, however, we could effortlessly restore the failing body part without the use of science? Well, we could if we were axolotls. This unusual amphibian's immune system can regenerate using their immune cells, called macrophages. These cells are used by the majority of mammals during an injury response to break down infections and provide healing signals. However, James Godwin, a primary author of the regeneration study, was surprised to find that anti-inflammatory signals were already present when he watched how these cells behave in the axolotl. These signals wouldn't appear until after the animal had recovered from the damage in other mammals. Godwin also observed that 4 to 6 days following the damage, the axolotl's wound had the greatest concentration of macrophage cells. He was curious about this and took the macrophages out of some of the axolotls. As a result, this prevented them from regenerating. All of this demonstrates how this amphibian creature's macrophage cells operate differently, giving it an amazing capacity for regeneration. 5. Have 360-degree vision. The human visual field covers approximately 50 to 60 degrees horizontally and 50 to 70 degrees vertically. Although this seems decent to us, it is laughable to a chameleon. because chameleons are one of two animals which can see in full 360-degree vision, and the others are dragonflies. The chameleon's spectacular eye anatomy gives it a significant degree of freedom to rotate its eyes. Another fascinating aspect of the chameleon's eye anatomy is its incredible talent to switch between monocular and binocular vision. This enables it to focus both eyes on a single thing as we do, or to independently look at two different items with each eye at the same time. The dragonfly mostly uses its 360-degree vision for hunting. It possesses the largest eyes of any insect, which is not unexpected, given that sight is controlled and processed by 80% of the dragonfly's brain. 6. Shapeshift. Perhaps you're thinking that shapeshifting is merely a made-up concept from a science fiction movie for fun. However, there is one amazing creature that has this strange ability to replicate the shapes of other creatures. The mimic octopus is a curious variety of octopus, which was first discovered in 1998 off the coast of Sulawesi in Indonesia. All species of octopus can change the color of their skin on the outside, but one sophisticated creature goes one step further. It can change physically so that it resembles another animal. In addition to this, the mimic octopus develops an identity by adopting the traits of the species it is impersonating. This distinguishes it from other species that use animal mimicry as a defensive strategy, such as some types of flies that mimic the yellow and black stripes of bees to scare off possible predators. 7. Sleep with half of their brain. Cetaceans, which include dolphins, whales, orcas, and porpoises, are a group of marine animals that have the unusual capacity to sleep with one hemisphere of their brain at a time. This kind of sleep is called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. It enables the brain to bounce back from daily events and fuse new memories. The cetacean closes its right eye and utilizes its right hemisphere to control breathing and keep it conscious of its surroundings, while the left hemisphere sleeps. The opposite occurs when the right hemisphere is asleep. However, while one hemisphere is sleeping, the cetacean cannot function in the way it usually does. Dolphins in captivity have been observed either floating inertly at the top of the pool or lying at the bottom. They will occasionally come to the surface to breathe because the active hemisphere maintains their breathing mechanisms. With this sleeping pattern, cetaceans may give each side of their brains about 4 hours of rest per day. 8. Predict the future. Even though we occasionally feel as though we can predict the future with our sixth sense, this is primarily a result of how our memories work and the links we make with previous experiences. However, for some animals, the ability to sense danger before it happens is part of their instinctive nature. Researchers who studied the migration of golden-winged warblers concluded that the birds were capable of foretelling the arrival of a storm days in advance. In an experiment, the birds were tracked by the researcher while they migrated from South Africa to the United States. As the birds were approaching the southern United States, they took an abrupt, unexpected detour, just like they knew something was wrong. It turned out that just a few days later, the area was hit by a horrific storm that caused 35 deaths as a result. The animal kingdom can alert humans to more than just storms. They can alert us to health issues on a more personal level, far earlier than we would recognize the symptoms on our own. For example, dogs can be trained to detect colon cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, and melanoma by sniffing people's skin, bodily fluids, or breath. And that is a wrap. What did you learn from this video? Let us know in the comment section below. We hope that our educational videos will help spread the knowledge so everyone can protect our world and biodiversity together. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you find our videos useful and want us to make more videos. Until next time, give a fact.